Hey, what's happening, folks? Textboard91 here at NCAA tweeted out that there are new ESPN Ultimate Team cards in packs. So we're going to go ahead and look at the cards on the auction block and see if they're worth paying for. Generally speaking, when a card first comes out, the price is pretty high and inflated because not many people are pulling them. The prices will drop drastically when people start pulling packs or whenever they drop premium or Heisman packs. So just be patient, but this review is just to inform you whether or not you should buy the card no matter what the price is. So we're going to go ahead and look at Troy Smith first out of the four. All right, as you guys can see, the next card we're looking at right now is Troy Smith out of the Ohio State University. Currently, he's up for 1 million coins. And before I go ahead and show you the back of the card's stats and compare him to the quarterbacks I have, we're going to go ahead and read off some of his career highlights. He won the Heisman Trophy back in 2006. He also won the unanimous All-American Award in 2006 with the Fiesta Bowl MVP, with a lot of other awards listed. So this card was pretty boss back in 2006, and it played well enough to win the Heisman Trophy. So let's go ahead and see if these stats reflect a 2006 Heisman Trophy winner. All right, so compared to Vince Young, only stats that pop out to me is the agility. Pretty much everything else is on par with Vince Young, which is a problem considering that this card is going for 1 million coins while Vince Young is going for 150,000 coins. So if you guys were to pull this card in the pack, I say sell it instantly. I seen one up earlier today for 500,000 coins. It's not posted no more, so I guess it's either somebody bought it or the guy removed it. So you can probably put them up for about 5 or 4, even probably 600,000 coins, and it might sell for a nice penny. But like I said, other thing that's popping out other than that is just his agility, and you could probably go ahead and spend 60K on Michael Vick Heisman and collect it and get a better quarterback overall with the stats. I'm not sure what his stats look like, but it might be reflect better. It might be better on your pocket, especially if you're hurt for coins. You want a mobile quarterback. So Troy Smith, if I see one up for 300, maybe even 250,000 coins, I say pick it up, considering that it's an ESPN Ultimate Team card. And like I said, I don't know when these cards come out of packs. Deion Sanders was in packs for like 3 weeks, and then they took him out finally. So this card could be in packs for about the same amount of time. So just be patient until they release these premium packs or Heisman packs. Just be patient to see if somebody pulls it this weekend. And if you pull one right now, sell it immediately and get your coins worth out of it. All right, let's go ahead and look at the next card. All right, you guys can see the next card we're looking at right now is Chris Claiborne. And before I go ahead and look at the card's stats and let you know my opinion on it, we're going to go ahead and read off some of his awards he won back in college. He won the Consensus All-American Award back in 1998, the Dick Butkus Award in 1998 as well. And in 1995, he won the Glenn Davis Award. So this card was a pretty good, solid player in college. And his stats on this card is pretty nice. The card's only going for 75,000 coins, which is pretty low considering that it's a brand new card, and these brand new cards generally go for a lot. But my guess is he might be one of the cards getting pulled a lot. So if you guys want a middle linebacker, you might be able to get this card probably around 30 or 40K in the next upcoming days. So just be patient on it. Compared to Ray Lewis, nothing pretty much pops out other than his strength. Ray Lewis is not that strong compared to Chris Claiborne. But other than that, everything else is pretty much identical. The tackling edges to Ray Lewis, but like I said, the defense in this game is not that great. So you'd be better off spending that 75K on a cornerback instead of spending it on a linebacker, unless they have good speed and good catching, which pretty much they don't. So you might as well go ahead and buy a cornerback so you can at least shut down the wide receivers. We're about to tight end yourself. So this card worth 75K? No, but if you get the card, like I said, sell it immediately, and then try to wait until they drop premium packs or Heisman packs and see if you get the card for around 30 or 40K. So I might pick one of these cards up to see how it plays when it gets down to that price, because they're not going to be in packs that long, so I might be able to get some resale value out of it. So we'll see what happens in the near future. Let's go ahead and look at the next card. All right, guys. The next card we're looking at right now is Warrick Dunn. He attended Florida State University, and while he was at Florida State, he set several, yes, I said several Florida State rushing records, including the marks for the most career rushing yards with 3,959, and he also rushed for the most yards in a single season with 1,418 yards set back in 1995. So his card was a workhorse back at Florida State, was a workhorse in the NFL, playing with pretty much only two teams. So these stats look pretty nice in this card. I remember this card being a really, really fast back. And let's see if these stats reflect that. Yes, it does. He has some good speed, good acceleration, and good elusiveness. So this card pretty much reflects a speed back card. But going for 200K is a high price ticket, considering that there are plenty other backs out there that you guys can get that will play basically the same way. Billy Cannon is a good example of that. If you guys want a speed back one for 8,000 coins, Billy Cannon is a card for you. Unless you just want to have a Warrick Dunn on your team, but 200K is a pretty high price to pay for a running back that all pretty much play the same. We go ahead and compare him to Cedric Benson, Darren McFadden, Ricky, and Adrian Peterson to see what his stats look like. He's faster, but other than that, his trucking is not there. But trucking really doesn't matter in this game. We got Darren McFadden, who's pretty much the best back to have. I want to say overall, his blocking, run blocking is not that great, but pretty much Darren McFadden is a pretty nice back. You can't fail with him. He plays well in the passing and with the running game, so he pretty much will get you guys what you need with for 10K. Ricky's going around 20. He is better than Ricky, I want to say, other than pretty much the trucking aspect. Adrian Peterson, who's just a man amongst boys, pretty much a pretty solid back. And this is a Heisman card, so I pretty much could collect it and get a better overall card for cheaper. So a lot of variety at running backs you guys can buy for 50K, 20, 10, and 12 instead of paying 200K for Warrick Dunn. If you guys pull this card, sell it immediately. You could probably get 100K out of it, maybe 130K, depending on what the next price is at. But I'd wait to buy this card. As I keep saying, premium packs and Heisman packs are probably right around the corner, so you might be able to pick this card up for a lot cheaper than 200K. But I'm gonna definitely pick a Warrick Dunn up. I'm a big fan of Warrick Dunn back when he played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not a Buccaneers fan, but I remember him playing for the Buccaneers and running all over the Carolina Panthers. So it'd be nice to have him on the squad. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the next card for you guys. All right, finally somebody put up this Jeff Samardzija card for 1,000,000 coins, and on this note, this card is not worth that price, so I'm out this mother bleeper. Peace. No, I'm just playing with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the card in depth and see how the stats reflect. But 1,000,000 coins, I don't gotta tell you this. Tell you guys that this card is not worth 1,000,000 coins. As you guys can see, it's a 93 overall wide receiver. Why would you pay 1,000,000 coins for this card when you can go get Randy Moss for 375? Then you can use the 600,000 other coins you got and go invest that in some more wide receivers or in some defensive players as well. So the reason's at 1,000,000 coins because only one on the auction block. But as soon as they get pulled a lot more, or when the good packs come out later on the day or tomorrow or on Saturday, price will drop drastically. I would honestly pick this card up for 13,000 coins. And that's just because the stats are pretty solid. Has probably pretty much the same rating as the Joey Galloway or the Fred Gibson. So this card really doesn't really need to be 1,000,000 coins, but it's a pretty solid card looking at his stats. He has pretty mediocre, not mediocre, but pretty average stats across the board. Everything's pretty much consistent with being a 90 overall card. And other than that, his height is pretty nice. 6'5". There ain't that many tall receivers in this game. You see Michael Crabtree 6'1". AJ Green is like, I use him because he's 6'4" and he can go and get the ball. But pretty much everybody else is short, 6 foot there. We got 6'1" there, so he can get a lot of good thrown deep balls to this card, probably because he's tall. But I would honestly pick this card up for, like I said, around 13 or 14K, maybe even 20K, just because it's 6'5", and that'll be a nice pickup for anybody's team. But right now, 1,000,000 coins, don't buy. 500,000 coins, don't buy. Don't try to flip this card. It's not going to probably sell for that unless you just find a huge Notre Dame fan who happens to want to have this card. But going for the same price as Bo Jackson or Charles Woodson, go buy that card. Don't buy this one. So other than that, I'm definitely going to be getting this card, like I keep saying, when it gets down around that price. But as of now, stay away from this card. It's off limits. Do not buy this card. If I had Sony Vegas, I'll put a big ass X on it. But I don't have Sony Vegas, so I can't do that. But on that note, I'm out this mother bleeper. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this new review series. I'll keep bringing you guys this each and every single week. And hopefully, they drop some better cards in the near future. I'm out. Peace.